still don't have a fan.
Dawn.
It broke, girl.
I know. But you're the drag queen here.
Okay. And I'm also poor.
Relatable.
Facts.
Relatable. Hello, A, and welcome to the cup. I don't know what that was.
Never do that again. Ever.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Anyway, hi. Welcome to the cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. I say something gay. Gay. And inspired by Lana earlier, actually, I am drinking some I made a peppermint hot mocha.
Ooh.
And it's been very delicious, and I really enjoy it. And we're drinking it out of the cat lover mug today because I do.
You love pussy. Cats.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And hello, hi. Hey, girl, hey. I am Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. And so y'all know what to do. Hit me up. I am currently not drinking anything because we talked for hours before we were supposed to start this podcast, and I had a lovely hot piping cup of hot chocolate, but I drank it all because we spent.
Tell them.
I break the fourth wall here because that's what I do.
Fair.
But I was drinking it out of my cup mug. And a panel full of cup mugs. It's my favorite thing ever. It's my favorite thing ever. It's my favorite thing ever to see everybody with their cup mugs because now you see all the cool kids have one. And you can get you one too at LanaGsCreations.etsy.com. And we do ship internationally and domestically in the US. So there are no excuses. And you know what? I'm looking at you, Canada. I'm looking at all of you. Get your cup mug or your cup merch. We have other things besides our cup mug. So get all of that. Period.
And today, I'm feeling very Vivienne Westwood inspired. My name is Dawn Stone, and I am Tampa's Galaxy Gamer Girl, and I'm drinking water out of my cup mug. And we're here, we're doing things, and yeah.
And oh boy, do we have an episode of Canada's Drag Race to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
God. I mean, last week was incredible.
Yep.
This week lives up to that for the good and the bad.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it. Before we dive in, though, make sure to subscribe if you have not already, because we greatly appreciate the support. We're here almost all the time, giving you almost everything drag. And we got 2 other channels giving you almost all things reality TV and almost all things Eurovision Song Contest. So you can click those links as well, subscribe to those pages as well, and with that said, we have to talk about potentially the most entertaining first 5 minutes of an episode of all time. Because the girls are still pressed. The energy is still high. And we come back into the workroom after the double save. Which, Dawn, I wanted to ask, because you were not with us last week, if you wanted to have your moment.
Absolutely,
talking about last week. Okay. I figured. I just wanted to make sure. So.
This is your moment! Have it!
Okay, girl. Vivienne Westwood inspired. Sickening. Okay, Melinda's outfit. Yeah, no, it was not what it was supposed to be, but honestly, it was clean. It was cute, but I understand why she is in the bottom. I loved the whole fuck-ass bob off that was happening today. Very cunty. I lived for the lip sync. I was mad that Nearah Nuff did not do the VIP necklace. BFF necklace, VIP guest list, the little thingy. And I was like, then why are we even doing this song, girl? You literally, no. And then, let me think. I was happy with the winner. Kiki Coe was sickening. She did her thing. She deserved that win. Deserved. Let me think. This is my moment. Shut up, Logan.
Lana said something.
And the fight was probably the most iconic fight in history, and we're about to see it continue forward. I'm excited to talk more about that. I'm not sure how much time I have left because I kind of sped through that, but it's kind of sickening. I don't know. There wasn't a pupper drama this time, so I'm happy about that.
Let the record show Lana also said deserved, so it wasn't just me that needed to shut up in that moment. Dawn Stone.
I never said nothing about Lana, but I said what I said about you, Logan.
I'm going to use the trap door.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I felt it in my whole spirit that was coming.
I can add myself back. Don't you, True?
And I can take you right back out.
We are going
Okay,
to
then
do
I
this.
guess it's going to be the entire podcast of me.
I'm about to say in and
So
out, in and out.
excited.
I will leave in a heartbeat.
Don't you try it. Don't you try it.
I hate you so much. Anyway, okay. So we are in the workroom. Everyone is decompressing. I don't even really there's so much to talk about with the start of this episode. But so we get everyone's the mood is mooding.
It's tense.
They come back in. We get a congratulations for the double save. And immediately Nearah is like, Aimee, I want to recognize that I haven't been the best to you. We've had our moments. I haven't been, the nicest to you. And I know now that I do need to change that. And Aimee just goes, well, if you don't like me, you don't like me. It's fine.
And I don't like you.
Aimee, are you happy? I don't like you.
It was very bad.
Then why are you looking in my direction?
But it was like
So
that,
good.
but not actually.
No.
I mean, I think I feel like this is something that Aimee, I think it's lost in translation with Aimee because the English is not her first language. She's not, and she's not, I don't know if she catches on to the different, I guess,
inflections,
inflections and the nuances, how people are saying things to her. And so I think she is such in a mode of, I'm just going to be shady because that's what we do here. We're queens and we're shady. And so I'm going to stay in my shady game. And that's just what it is. And even when Nearah was apologizing, she was just like, if you don't like me, you just don't like me. It is what it is. And I don't think she understands. Nearah was definitely harsh, very mean to Aimee for no reason. After during that last episode and her confronting her, I was like, oh, you ain't have to say all that. But I love that she recognized it and understood, you know what, this wasn't right. I was kind of mean. It wasn't. So I appreciate that for Nearah, but I'm like, Aimee just ain't gonna get it. And she kind of just I think once you cross Aimee, that's it with her. She is a one-hitter quitter. You cross her, she's done with you. She's like, I might be civil, but I ain't gonna ever like you like that. So
and I definitely feel for Aimee. I mean, we've seen a lot throughout Drag Race history of, especially in the early seasons of Drag Race US, having a lot of queens specifically from Puerto Rico, and a lot of their storylines ended up being, oh, well, everything you're saying is lost in translation. And I feel like we're getting a little bit of that for Aimee too, and I do really feel for her. But I think having her in this competition is bringing so much shadiness but also loveliness. And I've really grown to really appreciate Aimee across the board for the TV moments that she gives us, the drag that she gives us, the performance that we got last week from her. I thought it was the season will be different without her, and it wouldn't be as colorful if she wasn't here. So I'm glad she's still here.
Absolutely.
And in the middle of that, I don't remember exactly where this falls in the trajectory of it, but Aimee is coming for Luna again, despite them seemingly having some sort of reconciliation during the trauma moment last week where they were talking about being from similar backgrounds. Aimee is still coming for Luna for her performance.
Like I love it. Yeah. I don't think Aimee is still I understand we had a moment, but I'm done with you. Once you cross me, I am done with you. I'll talk to you. I'll be civil. But if I get a chance to be snipey and snippy with you, I'm gonna take that opportunity. I'm gonna take it. And
we got from this one of the more underrated, iconic lines from this segment. that we saw in the promo for the season. Well, we're not going to talk about my
look right now.
Which actually, Dawn, question. Did you think Luna should have been in the top last week?
Honestly, I think she should have.
Okay, good, because we agree. Because we agreed. We thought Luna should have been in the top. Yeah.
I thought her makeup was really stunning too. I loved how she did it. Like, it was really stunning.
Given what happens this episode, we'll talk about it. I would have loved to see Luna get that moment in the top. Like, I would have loved to see it. But, yeah, we're not going to talk about my look right now when you're covered in towels. And I'm like, in this moment, the winner of this entire intro, honestly, was Luna DuBois. Like, she didn't have to say much, but she cleared with like 2 statements.
Yeah.
And she did, and it made the promo. It's kind of iconic. I'm expecting merch. I want merch, Luna.
She has to be. There has to be merch planned. I think she's probably processing, the events of this episode.
She has to be like, we're not going to talk about my look.
Right. Nearah has merch now because of the fight from last week. Aimee has merch now Aimee has fans. I want to get an Aimee fan really bad.
You know what I really want? I want Melinda to make a Vivienne Westwood punching bag.
Oh.
It's just a punching bag, but it's all plaid.
Yes. It's a Vivienne Westwood inspired punching bag.
I want like mini ones. I don't want a full one. I want like a mini one.
And I can just go like boop, 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 boop on it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Melinda, like a sock puppet almost. Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
I know, right?
Can it be wait, no. This is this Melinda, if you hear this, you can have this idea. Just give me residuals. What if it's like a stress toy?
A Vivienne Westwood ball.
Yeah, literally. It's plaid in the shape of a punching ball, and you can like squeeze it.
But it's like not firm enough so you can still shove it up your ass. I love it.
Well,
I'm here for that.
Sure.
She did say, Daddy Mike, if you're nasty.
I'm here for that.
That's what you want.
And some people do.
Vivienne Westwood inspired anal beads. We see it. I see it happening.
Yes. I would purchase in a heartbeat.
Melinda, get on it.
Get on it, Melinda.
Melinda, you could have these ideas. Just send some residuals our way, please. This is on the internet for everyone to see. So.
Right.
Oh yeah, we will be tagging you in the comments.
We will be.
The date is. I'm about to say the date is December the 17th. I just want to put that out there. So when you start putting your stuff out after the 17th, we said it first.
Or the 18th. 6:29 p.m. At 6:29 p.m.
5:29 right, 5:29 Central,
and 4:29 Mountain.
Period.
We're all in different time zones.
Period.
Okay, let's dive. Speaking of Melinda, we have to dive into the Melinda of it all because a lot of people are coming for Melinda in this moment. Melinda is like having her moment of acknowledgement. She's like, I'm happy that I'm still here because this person, referring to Kiki, wanted me to be here. And of all people to pipe in this moment, it's Denim. And I loved that Denim got into this because I've been waiting to see shady Denim because I know there's shady Denim in there. We know she's there. And Denim is like, well, you said you didn't want to be here. Like, you said you didn't want to be here. And Melinda's like, I didn't say that. And the cut to 43 minutes ago.
43 minutes. So good.
Whoever is editing this show, you deserve a raise and a half. Like,
But we're eating with this.
I think what was so funny is they could have just said last week, or they could have said like before the elimination. No, ma'am. She said 43 minutes ago.
And I love that that gives us. I love that gives us like. I always love learning more about like the logistics of filming Drag Race. And I'm like, oh, that for me, I was like, ooh, that scratches that little itch of like, I want to know how it's produced and I want to know like what the time frame of everything is. And I'm like, oh, that was literally less than an hour ago. Like, oh my God. Like, I love that.
So good.
It was good. It was, I appreciate them doing that. It's like, oh, we got a time. Like there was their version of, oh no, honey, we have receipts. We have receipts when you said what you said.
Well, and this feels, and so many people, and I'm going to agree, so many people have been saying this feels like old school Drag Race seasons. And I do truly agree. And that's one of those things that like old school Drag Race editors and producers would include the receipts. And we don't get that as much anymore than what we used to. But this season just really does feel like classic Drag Race in the best way. And that's, I think, why I'm personally enjoying it so much. Is just like the girls are not afraid to say what they want to say. And it seems like they know they're on TV, but they don't care that they're on TV.
And I think that's why this season is becoming so beloved. Like, I thought after the Melinda argument, she was going to be getting so much hate. I thought she was going to be getting death threats in her comments. Then I go down there and they're like, everybody's like, Mother Melinda giving us the TV we need. And I'm like, y'all know.
I mean, she is probably still getting some of that, unfortunately. And if you are sending hate to anyone on this cast,
or any drag queen
or any drag artist whatsoever, fuck you and go find a better hobby.
Or any reality contestant ever at that point.
Exactly. Get a life. It's not
touch grass and do anything other than anything else.
But see, here's the thing, and we gotta talk about classic Drag Race, and I think hearing that, I think more people want to go back to the reality of where we used to, because it's like reality TV is changing in all forms, and it's getting to this moment where it feels so scripted. It feels less reality, less organic, and more like, production is guiding this and telling. And so it's like, if I want to watch a scripted television show, I will watch a scripted television show, but I want reality for all the drama and all the foolishness and all of it. And this felt really old school in any reality, not even just Drag Race, but any reality show. And I think people are appreciating that more. And I think the only reason why Melinda is probably not getting as much as, like you say, you saw in the comments, is because she did have her redeeming moment. And it was like, okay, sometimes you got to just let stuff go. Sometimes when you're in the moment and you're so heated, and she was so heated and she was screaming at the top of her lungs, screaming at Venus, and Venus is screaming back. And it was, I was like, oh my God, this is 5 minutes into the episode, and we have full-blown screaming match.
Oh my God. And I love that in the midst of, they're all spread out across the couches. And I love that in the midst of this, Aurora is just like sinking back into her chair, watching the whole thing. And Kitten's just on the side, just like,
she goes, so there's an alliance. And then just says,
I loved it. Like the one moment, so there's an alliance.
And then,
I mean, there's an alliance. We'll talk about it. But, oh my God, it was so good.
So good.
That was the moment for me. I was like, I already like Kitten Kaboodle. I already like Miss Kitten. Like, I adore Miss Kitten. But in that moment when she was like, so there's an alliance, I was like,
it's like the thing is, every single person on this season is stannable. Like that.
Yes.
No, literally.
Even Cece, for all of the dumb shit she did.
We're
going to remember That'll Do. We're going to remember her falling off of the chaise long in episode 1. Like, we're going to remember these moments. It's just like this season. And fun fact, we are now over halfway done with this season. We only have 4 more episodes.
Three girls have gone home.
Yeah.
They had to do this double elimination.
They had to.
We'll talk about the double. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
But okay, do we have any other thoughts on the intro, or can we move on from the intro?
No,
I don't ever want to stop talking about the intro.
I'm going to say no, because Venus yelling back at Melinda, and I was like, get it,
the whole
Venus.
miscommunication.
The miscommunication and back and forth, and she was like,
Venus is just like, you can't say this anymore. And Melinda takes it as, I can't say my truth. So Melinda starts screaming again. Melinda walks off.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone's just like, what the fuck? It really felt like Naysha Lopez, what the fuck?
It felt like Michelle Visage, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
It was so crazy.
And then Melinda comes back. I am happy that Venus was able to like fully convey to Melinda directly like what she meant by it. Melinda got it. And we leave this moment.
They're like, let's just get out of drag. And I'm like, absolutely, because y'all need to take a break.
Yeah.
Take a break and take a breather.
Take a break.
Take a break. Take a selfie. We'll be right back.
Right. Please continue to be as crazy and wild. Like
Yeah.
I want episodes to start off like this every week, so I can be like, yeah.
I know. Do either of y'all get that reference I made? Take a break, take a selfie. We'll be right
Yeah,
back.
isn't it like
Okay, cool.
yeah, DirecTV?
Well, no, in the VH1 era of Drag Race, when we would watch it live, whenever they didn't have an ad to fill during commercial breaks, it would literally just take a break, take a selfie, we'll be right back. And so like that's one of my fondest memories of just like watching Drag Race is just the commercial breaks where it's like take a break, take a selfie. And one time I did, and it was really nice to take a selfie in the middle of a Drag Race episode. It was lovely. But okay, we come into the workroom the next
I want to see the receipts.
Right.
I don't. It was years ago. It was years ago, and
you
I
could have pulled up.
Like
You could have pulled up any picture and said, "Here it is." We wouldn't have never known.
Any picture, you think?
Any picture you would have put. You could have put it up and like any picture. Anyway, okay, sure.
My favorite selfie
ever. Anyway,
it's incredible. Second to.
I
love that I have this.
Stop sabotaging David like that. He's not even here to defend himself. That is bullying, Logan. Bullying.
No. Anyway, we come into the workroom the next day. From what we know online, because both Venus and Melinda have brought this up on social media, once cameras were off and they were out of drag, they both had like a full like conversation about it before they went to their hotels. So we see the results of that reconciliation in the workroom where they're being very lighthearted about everything. And Venus is like, what did Venus say to Melinda? And Melinda's reply was like, yes, I am. I don't remember what it was. It was like something like, you're sickening or something. And she's like, yes, I am.
I can't remember.
And I'm like, oh, good. Melinda's back. Like, Mother Melinda is back. But Brooke walks into the workroom and we find out that it's the classic pairing of first the reading challenge. I mean, we all knew from the editing who was going to win the damn reading challenge. Let's be honest. Like,
they didn't edit it where it was like, oh,
they didn't even
try.
I think it was like one read for everyone and then 3 for Denim.
Right.
3 for Denim, and I think someone else had 2.
I think Kitten got 2.
I think Kitten, yeah. So Denim does win the mini challenge. I think it was deserved because she had my favorite read, which was Kiki Coe. We have so much in common. Neither of us are comedy girls. We love our fashion. We're a little eccentric. But I have autism. What's your excuse?
So good.
So good. So good. I hate you, Denim, but I love you, Denim.
I love Denim so much. Denim is, I'm just going to say it. Denim is my favorite queen on this season, in this cast. I absolutely, and I've loved Denim from the preseason when I watched the cast assessments, and I wasn't here on the cast assessment to pick Denim, but if I had my choice, Denim would have been my absolute first choice, and I would have fought everybody for Denim. Like, I don't care.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Love Denim.
I didn't get Denim either. I don't remember who has Denim.
It's not
They're
me.
gonna win. They're gonna win.
Denim. I wanted to have the whole trans experience.
Oh, that would have been great.
I know.
That would have been great.
Esme has Denim.
Oh,
makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, so Denim wins the reading challenge, and then we find out that the maxi challenge, it's Snatch Game. It's so good. So everyone's bringing out their Snatch Game characters, and for the first time in Drag Race history, we finally get a Snatch Game where 2 people are doing the same character.
and you know what? What they wanted to do is necessarily what they were gonna do.
Oh, sure.
Oh yes, Dawn. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Because they both were going to just do Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm so glad it was Jennifer out of anybody.
It's iconic because we've gotten a lot of really great Jennifer Coolidges to make up for the first Jennifer Coolidge that we got from an icon, from not an iconic person, from a horrible human who I will not acknowledge. But we've had so many great Jennifer Coolidges since.
Yes.
3 great Jennifer Coolidges actually this year.
And we had James,
and then these two,
yeah. And
I don't think anyone else has done Jennifer.
No, I don't think anybody else.
Because everybody's been like everybody's.
No, I feel like didn't
somebody on another one did.
Tina wanted to. Tina Burner.
Yeah, oh no, I'm thinking this year.
This year, somebody wanted to do did it.
Wasn't it Down Under?
No, but I remember somebody saying no, wait, never mind, not that person.
No, because it was first done by the person we don't acknowledge on Down Under.
Yeah, but there was somebody else that we also don't acknowledge that wanted to do it back in season 11. But
you're correct. Yes, you're correct.
Yes.
I don't remember. Let us know in the comments because we don't remember. But we're having a Jennifer Coolidge off.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I've really improved on my Jennifer Coolidge, and I'm really happy with it. So that's who I would do if I had to do Snatch Game right now.
Mm-hmm.
We would have a Jennifer Coolidge off between me and Dawn.
Honestly,
wow, Dawn!
Oh my god,
your Jennifer Coolidge is so good.
You know mine is better than yours.
Fuck you,
yeah.
Bitch. Oh wow.
Sorry, I want a hot dog real bad. I would say more than Logan.
I want a veggie dog real bad.
Yeah. Level 4.
Are you going to do your Jennifer Coolidge?
No.
No.
I knew she was going to say it, and it so made me laugh. Okay.
Nar. No. But we got Brooke walking around, or we get not Brooke walking around, everyone walking to Brooke to talk about Snatch Game characters. A lot of this was, I loved hearing about it, but then a lot of it is reflected in what we see in Snatch Game. The part I wanted to talk about is we get a full conversation with Brooke and Denim, talking about Denim's experience with autism. And we found out during the Meet the Queens that her autism diagnosis is very, very recent, but she has been dealing with a learning disability for all of her life. And so not that the two things are connected, but that's kind of what spurred, getting an autism diagnosis. And I love that we're having these conversations publicly on international television. As someone who is neurodivergent, I'm thrilled to see this, and it makes me fall in love with Denim even more than I already did.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%.
Did either of y'all have anything from the walk to Brooke, or shall we just?
I mean, I thought that Aura was going to be or not Aura. I keep saying Aura. Aurora was going to be hilarious. I saw, when she first came up with the idea, the concept was really funny. I was ready to laugh my ass off with her. And,
me too. It was so many ways she could have went with that character, but I was ready for that. I also loved Venus wanting to do Fringe Dresser, but coming over in that Joe Exotic wig, and I was like, "Girl, that's the one. You have to do it." Like, it was so perfect, and I was like, I understand wanting to do something, but when it presents itself to you so perfectly, you have to take it. And so I was very thankful and grateful and glad that she did take that opportunity, because it certainly paid off for her.
Most definitely. And on that, shall we go for it?
Go for it. Go into the Snatch Game.
The most applicable time that I've ever done this on the podcast. Because we get Snatch Game hosted by a major Snatch Game loser.
Woo!
Because Brooke did Celine Dion for Snatch Game and was in the bottom. And I still think it should be Brad hosting.
Yeah, it should be Brad, because Brad will be able to bounce off of them a lot more.
Yeah. Not that Brooke is bad.
Brooke is just decent at it and tries too hard to throw a watermelon sometimes.
She's not the worst Snatch Game host, though.
Right. But yeah, sometimes it can develop some pretty middle of the road Snatch Games.
Yes.
Like this one.
Like this one. So we're going to talk about everybody. We can go in order or we can just like kind of talk about all of them. But do we want to go in order?
Let's go in order. It's easier that way.
So in the hot seat, first up, Venus as Joe Exotic.
I want my Second Amendment and I want my guns.
I don't even know what
the Second Amendment is.
I have it.
I was like,
that was a portrayal of the Republican mind.
Okay. If that wasn't a Republican, a MAGA, I can't say what it is. Like, that was the best thing ever. I laughed so hard. I actually paused just so I could laugh because I didn't want to miss nothing else. But that was the funniest thing to me. She 4+4 at this one. She 4+4 at this one. Completely.
Yeah.
Oh, down.
She was, I completely agree. I think she was one of the two people. There were two standouts for me in this Snatch Game by far. And the other one was sitting right next to her. Mother Melinda Verga as Manny Pacquiao. This was, I would say this is a masterclass in Snatch Game. Like, I loved what Melinda did. Every moment that she had, she took advantage of it. Bringing in, I love that she leaned into the fact that Manny Pacquiao is openly homophobic. And Tracy even mentions it later, like it could have gone one direction and it really didn't. I thought she just demolished this Snatch Game.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. I felt like I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous when she said she was gonna do Manny Pacquiao. I was like, oh, Manny Pacquiao.
Male characters can go one very, very well or very, very bad.
I was like, but the whole stigma behind Manny Pacquiao being homophobic and being a boxer, he's not really that interesting, not really that funny. And I was like, how is she going to make him funny and not just with the voice? Because I don't want the voice to be the only thing that makes it funny, because I find like that is rude to the culture of, where he is from. And so I wouldn't want you to just make fun of the voice and think that's the funny part. But that's not what Melinda did. Like, she literally leaned into the fact that he was homophobic, but I felt like she was playing it like he's homophobic, but he knows he's on television. So he was trying to be politically correct, but some of it letting it slip out from time to time, but not too much to be too offensive. You know what I mean?
Having the full line in, I'm assuming Tagalog, where it's just like, God, it's full of these homos. Like, I love that. Like, it was, oh, it was so beautiful.
Like, it was like, I'm on television, so I got to watch what I say. But Lord, if I'm surrounded by homos. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, that little thing, she teetered the line so perfectly. I laughed constantly at
Not
Melinda.
even to mention the Mike Tyson joke.
Yes.
Oh my God.
The Mike Tyson joke
that sent everybody. It sent Aimee, and Aimee was like,
I think that's what won it for her.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Absolutely.
I think it genuinely could have gone either direction between Venus and Melinda, and I would have been fine either way. But I do really think that, like, the 1-2 punch, if you will, of the Mike Tyson joke really just sent it into the next dimension.
And the fact that Manny Pacquiao is a boxer, probably has fought Mike Tyson, is kind of like,
I believe so, and I think he lost to Mike Tyson.
I think, of course, absolutely, he lost to Mike Tyson. But yeah, that's hilarious. And Aimee just lost it, and I was like, I would have too. I would have just died.
Let's move to Aimee as our second gay Jesus of the year.
We love that for her.
And I would say an equally good.
It was good. It wasn't.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought Aimee should have been in the top. If we're basing on challenge alone, I thought Aimee should have been in the top. I understood the choice that was made later, given runway and challenge, but I really did appreciate what Aimee was doing. Did she break character a few times? Yes. But I think she took it in a very interesting direction She was funny. She was bouncing off of other people. She was doing her best to lift up Luna right next to her, and Luna was not taking any of it. And we'll talk about Luna in a second. But I really enjoyed what Aimee did. And in a Snatch Game where 7 of the people were decent at best, I thought she rose above everybody else for me.
See, for me, in terms of Aimee, I kind of disagree. I think she was fine being at safe. Just because of the fact that she did break character. She did have some funny jokes, but also a lot of the jokes are things that we would expect from, we've seen people do religious figures on Drag Race, I think, 3 times now? We've seen Satan and we've seen a Jesus prior, right?
Yeah.
She did play the Jesus. I liked how she did Black Jesus. I thought that was funny. But in terms terms of like the hey girl, you know what I mean? Like we just saw, we saw Ashley Madison do that on Down Under, as well as Trinity do that as Satan, So a lot of the stuff almost kind of felt reused for me. Now, of course, a lot of Snatch Game jokes do get reused all the time, and that's fine. But it was kind of, but a lot of them I just felt like, okay, she's going for the low-hanging fruit of the choices, which is why I think that brought her from being in the top to being safe.
I can see that.
I do as well.
Okay, work.
Oh God, we got to move to Luna DuBois. Oh my. Luna DuBois is Mary M. Cosby from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Allegedly, that is who she was playing. Because this was just Luna. She was set up in the absolute best way, sitting next to fucking Jesus. And she couldn't.
Yeah. They did a really good job on placements, by the way. Like, they wanted to set these girls up for success.
They tried.
Yeah.
They tried, but man, some folks went for it and some folks didn't. I just think Luna just did not take hold of the fact that she was set up in a great position, and she just didn't know how to play off of people or anybody. Like, again, she just would not get out of her own way. She would not step into something more. And I feel like in her head, she felt like she was giving more. Like, in her head, she was, that TikTok was like, wop, 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 wop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In her head, she's, but she's
the
right. She's doing that. And I'm like, come on, Luna, you got to. But I understand. See, here's the thing. When you are raised the way she was raised, you have to be quiet. You have to be above it all. You can't let people see you lose it. You can't, because in our households, Black households, and especially Black African households, you have to do twice as good, 10 times as good as anybody else just to get just as good as them. You know what I mean? And so we always have to watch ourselves and mind our manners. Don't talk like this. Don't be this. Don't do that. And you can't let loose and make a fool of yourself, because if you do that, people go judge you, and then you're not going to be this. And it's so hard to break that mold of when you're supposed to be, okay, let free and be this wild, out of control or loop free person. It's so hard to do that for some people who's been so reserved their entire lives. And I feel for her, and I feel for anybody who has that upbringing, who is coming on a show like this and have to be a character that is so out of character for them, because it's hard to move past that. And so, I hate it, but it was just so flat. It was so flat.
Mm-hmm. You could say that she had her difficulty was not being able to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think that's really what it is that she they're trying to break her out. They're trying to say do too much.
Mm-hmm.
But for her, this is too much.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. It's still
enough.
Excuse me. It's still not enough. It's not near enough.
Oh.
But I will say, but she's beautiful. Can we talk about this paint on her? Like the smile. Like I'm looking at everyone here. My eyes go directly to Luna.
Yeah.
Because she looks gorgeous. And I never want to take that. That girl knows how to mug. Yeah. I appreciate that about her.
And we've said that since the promo. We were like, mug for eternities.
Glowing. like that looks like her skin. Like she knows how to mug.
Well, we must move from the mug because we do have other people to talk about, including, but not limited to, Aurora Matrix as Emperor Xiao Bing of China.
Who got thrown off a cliff.
And that's all we know because that's all she would talk about.
I was like, oh, girl, you could do us so. Like, I wanted to see you're royalty, you're emperor at 6. Give me emperor. Like, start telling people what to do. You should be a temperamental 6-year-old. And the reason you got thrown off the cliff is because you were so temperamental and talk to people crazy because you're 6 years old and they are telling you to be in charge. So it's like, what would a 6-year-old do in charge? You
get a bunch of candy.
Right. Temper tantrums and give me candy and don't talk to me. I
don't understand this question. I'm 6 years old, so I just put candy.
Well, I said poop. Like
I said the cap and the imitation, like something.
Oh my god!
Because Miss Thing would have been killing people. You know what I mean? Like, right? You don't want what I'm doing? Die
off with your head.
You know what I mean? Literally, fully.
You die.
That's what I wanted to see.
My whole thing was like, right? Because the whole thing could have been like, what? What is this question? I don't get it. You die. Everybody, just you die. I don't like you. You die. It's like it could have been like a whole thing, and then somebody could be like, "No wonder they threw you off a cliff. You die." So just so much could have been happening with this one, and I felt like she looks great, but she was so ready for those props with the little hands. She was excited about them little hand props, but she didn't think a lot into the character.
Let's move to the first of our Jennifer Coolidges, which was Kitten Kaboodle.
I think Kitten's Jennifer. Honestly, I thought it was good in terms of playing of the Snatch Game, but the voice was not as there for me. I really enjoyed Nearah Nuff's Jennifer in terms of characterization more, but I enjoyed Kitten's answers, if that makes sense.
No, because that's exactly how I feel about it. I thought Kitten played the Snatch Game better, and the voice went in and out. I think it was there in certain moments, and I do think it didn't stay true. I think Nearah's impersonation of Jennifer Coolidge was stronger, but she didn't have the answers for the Snatch. If they had just combined into one person,
it would have been a killer Snatch Game.
I did love that they did play off of each other a lot. Yeah. And I was hoping they would, because they had their big old spat in the workroom about it. And I love that Nearah was like, we're going to have 2 Jennifer Coolidges, the young one and the old one, the good one and the bad one. And I'm the good one. And then on social media, she's like, well, I guess I was the bad one.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I would say overall, I did prefer Kitten's Jennifer to Nearah's, but I still think Nearah did a pretty damn good job.
See, I think they should have just both been safe. I don't think Kitten should have been in the top.
I agree.
Like, they did a good job, got a couple laughs in, but even so, like, I enjoyed just Nearah going, yeah, like walking like that. I thought that was hilarious. Just her pretending to walk in front of a fan. That's so funny. Like
the exercise video answer, I think, was her best answer for sure. But then otherwise, there wasn't a whole lot of substance to what it was. Yeah. And you could tell that Kitten, despite not having a perfect impersonation, had the answers and knew what she needed to say in the moment.
Mm-hmm. It's like the difference of like throw half the character out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Nearah was taking it more as an impersonation, while Kitten was more playing the Snatch Game.
I agree with that completely.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any other thoughts on Nearah specifically, or do we want to move to Kiki?
I think we can move.
I think so. Then let's talk about Kiki Coe as Elizabeth Taylor.
No.
No.
Let's
It was
not talk about it.
It was a no for me.
Oh, I thought I had gotten the character wrong.
Oh no, you got it right. You were right.
I was like, was it not Elizabeth Taylor?
It was Elizabeth
Taylor.
It
wasn't based on how she was performing.
Allegedly, it was Elizabeth Taylor. Allegedly.
But absolutely no. This was the worst. No.
See how right down there it said this is all alleged information?
Yeah, that was allegedly.
This is
that
the
was
alleged information, girl.
Because baby, that was.
Oh,
I was like, this is. No, this is not good. Nothing about this was good. Nothing. Not the look, not the voice, not the character. Nothing about this was Elizabeth Taylor. Nothing. This was bad all the way around for me.
I think she would have this would have been her time to lip sync.
Should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been. Ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't think a runway should have saved her from any of this.
Yeah.
Even a great.
She loved the beaver.
Ooh, child.
Come on, Beaver.
We'll talk about it, people.
Come on, Beaver. And then Beaver. I don't even know her.
Oh God, not that joke.
Right. Okay, then we'll move on. Last up, Denim as Julia Fox.
Have you ever seen Uncut Gems?
Uncut Gems. I'm mad she didn't say Uncut Gems.
Well, I don't think she could.
Oh, you're probably
for
right.
legal reasons.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
But this is my other top. This is who I would have put in the top. I thought it was hilarious when she went, I have this bag made out entirely of my pubes. That sent me orbiting. I thought that was so funny. I was like, oh, Denim's in the top, easy. And then she was safe, and I was like, okay.
Choices.
That's suspicious.
That's choice.
That's weird. But no, I definitely think for me it would have been Denim or Aimee. And I think more now that I'm thinking about things again, I probably would have actually put Denim in the top over Aimee.
Me too.
I would say for performance alone, I think it was a little bit closer for me. But given runway, I do think I would have put Denim in there for sure.
My top three would have been Denim, Miranda, and Venus.
Miranda.
Miranda. You know who I mean. So Melinda.
Groundbreaking.
Melinda.
Great.
Macchio. Yeah.
That's Macchio.
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 I'm just going to keep saying everybody's name wrong because that's who I am.
Great.
Lewis, go ahead.
Lewis.
Yes.
Now you could compare me to any other white person.
I just said it start with an L.
Oh, so now I'm going to be Kev again, aren't I?
No, you're
going to be Kevin.
Oh, don't you dare.
I would never. Because I was actually going to be like, okay, Denise, please go.
Denise!
I would have been like, Denise, are we moving? Let's go.
Next time I see you,
Latrice.
Hey, Denise.
Thank you.
Okay, Latrice.
Period. I love Latrice.
Hello, we are Lewis, Latrice, and Denise.
I do love Latrice.
I'm mad I don't have a rhyming name now. Damn.
Okay. Oh,
Logies.
No. Not Logies.
Mama, that's when the geese are flying really close to the ground. Logies.
Logies. You're so dumb. I hate you.
God damn it. I hate you so much. I hate you so fucking much. God damn it.
Logies. That was a dad joke if I've never heard one. Oh my God.
Oh, girl. God. So we don't have a ton of Aimee moment this episode. The conversation is really about, you know, now they're going to be in the public eye, talking about being canceled on social media. And this is where Melinda acknowledges, well, I think I'm going to get canceled for whatever I did last week.
And boy, was she wrong.
Boy, was she wrong. And I'm glad for it.
I think we were all, I know, I'm so glad.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
me too. So happy.
I think everybody was like, this is the first time we're getting reality TV since like season 4 or even season 5.
And I'm happy that people are acknowledging that, hey, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what we forgot to mention that I wanted to mention though? Right before they were getting ready for Snatch Game, Denim was like, I'm so nervous because Snatch Game is not good for us Montreal girls. Like Montreal girls always seem to get in trouble and do bad during Snatch Games. And Aimee was like, well, get ready. And I was like, she's like, well, get ready then. And Denim was like, ooh. I love that it was like Denim, who just won the reading challenge for being super shady, got shaded and was like, ooh,
oh, I did love that.
I love that moment. It was cute. Anyway, I'm done. That's it.
Yeah, that's all I had to talk about with that, but it deserved to be acknowledged. So we are going to move. Our beautiful judges and guest judge, the Essence of Hall, Jada Essence Hall.
The Essence of Hall?
Yes, that is what
Okay, Loki's.
No, that is what I've always referred to her as. It's always she's always been, instead of the Essence of Beauty, she's the Essence of Hall, Jada Essence Hall.
Work.
That's been since her winning season, because she's a winner.
Winner, baby.
She's
a winner, baby.
Jada looks so good.
Jada looks great, but I'm going to say this, and I'll say it again. I said it the last time I was here. I'll say it again. Tamara. Am I saying it right?
What?
Tracy?
Tracy?
I said it right. Tamara. Okay, no.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that on purpose. I know how to Tracy.
We got Brian.
Right.
Barbara.
Jaden Dior Fierce.
Right.
And
all of that.
Jaden Dior Fierce.
We got
Barbara.
And we got Detox.
Because I'm saying everybody's name wrong today. That's my thing. But no, Tracy eats down. She has not missed on this runway since this show has started. And I think she is eating everybody up in this picture right now. Jada looks great. Brooklyn looks great. Brad, fine.
She's in a kilt.
Brad, fine. But Tracy is eating in this jumpsuit.
All she's wearing is a lace jumpsuit and a corset belt, and she's still mothering.
Her titties?
Titties are titties. The mug is mugging. The hair is hairing.
Miss Mojo was out here doing the thing.
Oh my God.
I swear
Miss
I want that body so I can wear that bodysuit. You wouldn't
I
tell me.
really love Brooklyn's look.
Oh, it's stunning. I love it.
It's Vivienne Westwood inspired.
It's Vivienne Westwood inspired.
Like, I love that they also brought that up on the runway. They were like, Melinda, I just had to get one myself, so I texted my designer immediately. I was like, that's hilarious.
And I love that Brooklyn confirmed on social media, like, yes, it was planned.
Love it.
Like, I think she changed up something in her wardrobe to wear this for this episode, and it was 100% planned. And that's why I love Brooklyn Heights as a host. That's why Brooklyn is one of my favorite hosts, because she's always so intentional and she plays into everything. And I think, it's so good.
Unless it's Snatch Game, then she don't know how to.
Unless it's Snatch. She has gotten better. I will say she's gotten better over the 5 Snatch Games now that she's hosted. I do think she's gotten better, but yeah, everyone. This panel clears. Like, overall, I think all 4 of them look incredible. It's different for Bradley, and I like it for him. I wish he wasn't wearing pants with.
I know,
right? He should just wear a kilt. Just wear a kilt,
or make the pants like skinny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they gotta be like slim fit to the leg, because like right now it just makes it look so tiny.
He looks boxy.
Yeah,
just like a tiny little rectangle.
Yeah.
With the American flag on it? Question mark.
Maybe, I don't know. What I like about Jada's look is I love the little cutout at the stomach area.
Yeah.
It's like it's so cute.
Well,
It's
she's
like
got body for
absolutely,
eternities.
absolutely, absolutely.
But
And I love the things hanging down in front. It's so good.
I think those are
It's
safety
good.
pins, aren't they?
I think
Are
they
they-
are.
Oh, if they are, that's stupid. In
I think
the
so.
best way
Yeah,
possible.
Jada looks incredible.
I just wish that she was like in drag.
Well,
I
they
want to see
can.
the essence of beauty on my face. I know, but I want them to be.
I know. I will say here, because I don't necessarily know where I would fit it in otherwise, I thought Jada was one of the best guest judges we've seen on Drag Race in a very long time.
Oh yeah.
And I
What is she,
really
8?
I love that the first thing she said to everyone was, breathe, take a deep breath. You made it through Snatch Game. We know how it is. And like the
Yep.
tag team of Brooke and Jada in this episode giving just like very, very good advice on being on Drag Race and being in this pressure cooker. I thought it was absolutely incredible to see. For me, Jada was a masterclass in guest judging as a Drag Race alum. Like
100%.
I loved everything she did.
Mhm.
Yes, because I would say more than Brooklyn, Jada knows how to judge Drag Race.
Yeah.
Miss Thing came in. She said, "I've done this twice. I would have been in the bottom of my second Snatch Game, and I was safe my first.
Yeah.
Breathe, you got through it." Which also, like, Canada, they choose their guest judges for the worst challenges every time. Like, can we, like, you know what I mean?
Yes, but I do love that Jada was here at this moment. Regardless of the challenge, I love that Jada was here in this moment.
100%.
I mean, because I think she understands what they're going through. Like you said, since she was low and just safe the second time she did it, or the first time, or whatever, that she understands that this is not easy to go through. And the fact that she made it through, she can be like, look, everybody, I'm a winner. And I didn't do great at Snatch Game. So just because you didn't do great at Snatch Game does not mean it's the end all be all for you.
And neither of them did. I will say all three of Jada's Snatch Games have not been bad.
No, they have. No, the Prince was fantastic, actually.
The Prince was fantastic. The Lady Chablis was good. And I thought her Cardi B was fine.
It was fine. Like, all of them were good. They were good.
So
I forgot about the Prince one. No, the Prince was fantastic.
Yeah, the Prince was iconic for all the wrong reasons. But
so Lana, for the all winners season, for some context, they had to do 2 Snatch Games back to back.
Not that.
Yeah. But no, like she did a good job for her Prince. But yeah, like it was really good to see Jada. She won my favorite season of all time. Like I'm never gonna not like her.
I love Jada. We love Jada.
We do.
Category is steampunk. Finally. We've been asking for, at least I have. I've been asking for years for a steampunk category on Drag Race.
Canada just comes through. They just come through for us.
I love to put the gears on there. That's so cute.
Thank you, I know.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. First up, Denim.
I love Denim. Oh, freaking love
this
Denim.
is the look. This is the look.
Freaking loved it. This is so dang good. What I love about Denim is Denim gives you she hits the thing straight up on the nose, but then she still gives you denim. Like she still gives you what makes Denim so unique and so amazing as a drag artist. She's gonna give us the fun of steampunk. Like I love this, like the fairy, the rusted fairy. Like I love this so much. It was so good. She looks amazing.
It's almost giving like if realistic Tinkerbell. You know what I mean? Like this is how Tinkerbell would be if she was in England in the late 1800s in the city.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. It's so good. It's so good. And the wings moved, and I was like, yes, this was perfection for me. I love this. Like I literally screamed when she walked out. I was like, oh.
And we found out as well, the garment was made by Pythia, icon from season 2 of Drag Race or Canada's Drag Race. This is incredible. This is my favorite look of the runway. Like, it's unfortunate she walked first, but like this is my favorite look on the runway for sure.
So should I just like put this right here?
I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll pop that right there for a second.
Great. I love it. Yeah, Kundala for sure.
Oh, damn.
It's so good. I was thoroughly impressed with Denim. Are we all scoring this Kundala?
Kundala.
Oh, wow.
I can't mugther this just because I feel like mugthering is for a specific type of Kundala, if that makes sense. Like, it has to be majestic, it has to be regal, it has to be like mother energy. This is giving like Kundala because it's fashion, but it's like I'm just cute little fairy fashion. You know what I mean? That's why I can't mugther it.
But I support your mugther.
But I support your mugther.
I'm about to say that is why I'm doing it, because I feel like this is the best representation of steampunk, cute, whimsical, girly, all clownery, all wrapped into one, pure perfection. Oh, I love it. I can't. Oh, I love it.
Next up, Kitten Kaboodle.
I want to just praise her for not wearing pink hair.
Oh, thank God it's purple. Thank God it's purple. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Jesus.
I feel like it's like that Michelle Visage Max moment, you know what I mean? Where it's like, you're not in gray, but she's just in blonde. Like, that's how I feel about her with purple hair. But at the same time, like, this is a very well constructed garment, and I am not mad at it.
Just looks wonderful to me. I was like, you go, Miss Kaboodle. You give it. I love her. I am in love with her. Like, I love Kitten Kaboodle. She's such an all-around queen. Like, she's giving me she's like, look, I know I'm 57 years old. I'm not gonna be able to do all the things that y'all want me to do, but what I do it so well that you have no choice but to respect it. And you have no choice but to like it. This is constructed so well. That purple lining to match the purple hair with the mask. This is and the gears on the body. Oh, so good. I love this too.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Like, it's still very kitten beneath it all.
Yes.
Like, I still very much so get her aesthetic and her frame of thinking, but I love that she went with the black, with the tan, with the purple. Like, the color combination here is so beautiful. The eyepiece, I think, is gorgeous. This was my second favorite look of the evening. And I loved it. They were the first two that walked out, and I was just like, well, shit, okay. Like,
you know, I only have one critique for this outfit, and it's very small. It's just that the crow feathers with the hair makes everything look very crowded just in that one area. So it kind of shortens everything and makes everything a little bit hard to look at. So I would have just gotten rid of the crow feathers entirely and just had that be a leather jacket, and I would have been perfectly okay, and just had like some shoulder pads. But that's just me.
Valid.
Am I crazy for that? I feel like y'all... No, do y'all see that though? Like, y'all see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I definitely see your critique.
You know what? Or if she just had a ponytail on and the ponytail was going through the hat and it was like huge. But you know what I'm trying to say there? Like,
I did.
She still had the hat on, and like, so that way at least like the hair's off her shoulders.
Sure.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, I still like the feathers though.
I still like the feathers, but I'm just saying, like, if she it's either like have the feathers or have that hair, don't have both.
Sure.
I mean, some people, for me, it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't think I think it still looks good, but I understand. It's a small thing. Small. Everybody has their own nitpicks.
It's just about proportionizing, you know.
Love it.
Proportionizing. Yeah. Scores. John.
99.
I'm gonna give it a full cup.
I am also gonna give it a full.
Yep. I'm gonna give it a full cup.
Next up, Kiki Coe.
I'm about to do the same thing.
God, it's pants!
Oh my god, it's pants. Oh my god, it's pants.
And it's something drastically different for Kiki, which is what I was hoping we would see. I was hoping we would get different silhouettes from her. I was hoping we would see something different. I love this.
I like it. I'm not mad at it. I just think it's a little boring. Like the pants, as much as they are pants, and as much as OMG as the pants are, they are just pants. And I think that kind of just ruins, like, even if like they were like stoned or had some more accents to them, like, you know, it just feels very just like, I have these pants, I altered them for me, and now I'm going to put them on for this runway.
I like this look a lot. I think she looks stunning. Like that makeup, that mug is mugging. Like she is gorgeous. And I love the arm piece that she has. And I like the pants. I agree with you, Logan, the silhouette. I'm so glad we're getting a different silhouette from Kiki Coe. This is so beautiful. I really enjoy it. I understand what you're saying too, Dawn, because it is just pants. The pants are done so well. So when you do, if you're going to have just pants, at least do them well. They fit her well. They look like they were made for her. And I like this look. I really do. I'm a fan. And I love the ponytail of it all. I'm a fan of this.
Yeah, it is a tad more understated for this category, but I do still think it accomplishes everything for the category.
Exactly.
And that's kind of where I'm at. But yes, different silhouette. I was hoping we would see something a little bit understated, but still polished and fabulous from her, and that's what we're seeing here. So, scores.
Because it's Kiki Coe, and because I expect so much and I love her drag, I'm going to give it an 85.
Valid. Pretends to be shocked. No, I'm kidding.
That I would have said
Logan in that moment.
Me, literally.
I would give it a 95, actually.
I'm gonna give it a 92.
Work.
Next up, Aimee, Yonce, Shennel.
Mama, this is giving pirate with some goggles on her titties.
But that's what brings it into steampunk for me, so I kind of like it. I do wish there was more steampunk, for sure.
If you took off the titty goggles, that's pirate.
Yeah.
Like, none of this, other than the goggles, scream steampunk, and that's what I don't like, and that's why I'm disappointed in this look.
Valid.
That's it.
I'm not disappointed because I feel like this is steampunk done in the way her culture would do steampunk. You know what I mean?
You know,
that is why I love it. It's very Dominican Republic steampunk. And I can't be mad at her doing her, but adding the elements of steampunk to it. Like that's how steampunk would be done in the Dominican Republic. So I'm not mad at this. I'm not disappointed in this. I actually really, really love this. I actually really love this. It's so good. And I know it's minimal, but they're such a colorful people. Even when they're trying to do steampunk, it's like, but I can't cover who I am. I'm a colorful person. I just
but
I'm
gonna give you this beautiful bright olive green skirt with all of this ruffling and the ruffled shirt.
The ruching. Yeah.
The ruching, thank you. I really enjoy this too.
See, and it's not that I think it's a bad look. I do want to like clarify that.
Yeah.
You know, like I think it's a good look, but for the category, it's just not like it's just not like if you take away the goggles and you saw it, would you say that's steampunk?
Probably not.
Exactly.
I mean, but if you take away the gears on a lot of people's stuff, it wouldn't be steampunk. Like if you would have took off all the accessories on Kiki Coe's outfit, it would just be a pantsuit. If you took off any of the accessories on anybody's look, it's just it's a bodysuit or
exactly. That's what the same critique I had for Kiki is that with the pants is that they were just pants. They weren't steampunk pants.
Totally.
And the rest of her outfit was steampunk. This, everything is just clothes that are for a period.
Yeah.
That, they may fit the period and they may fit, okay, this is Dominican Republic in the late 1800s, but not depending, she's from Dominica, right? Or like, not the
I
Dominican
believe
Republic.
so.
Yeah, she's Dominican Republic.
Okay. Because isn't there two? I don't know. But she is like, I don't know. I think it's Dominican Republic. But yeah, like, but to me, it's just like, it's an 1800s outfit with goggles on it, not a steampunk outfit, if that makes sense.
Totally. What I would have loved, and I think what would have elevated the whole look, is if she had some sort of headpiece or fascinator.
Yes.
Like if she had like a big hat with it, or if there was some sort of like steampunk headpiece on it, I think it would bring it a little bit more. But I do love, like you said, Lana, it's Dominican steampunk in this like weird way that these things shouldn't go together. But for me, it does work. I do wish there was a bit more of the steampunk in the look itself.
Mm-hmm.
Scores.
I'm going to also give this one an 85.
I'm going to give it an 89, actually.
I'm going to give it an 88. Nearah Nuff.
Another one where I feel like
Where's the steampunk?
This is 1800s dominatrix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, like, I see it in the headpiece.
And
the glove.
And the glove. But then if you take those two off, again, like, the garment itself doesn't give steampunk.
Mm-hmm.
I will say there's a little bit of it. I do agree with you for the most part. I think what does it for me is this kind of like arm and shoulder situation where she has like I don't know if it's folded or if it's ruched, like I can't tell, but that geometric the geometric sort of ruffle on the side, and then the way that the bustier is constructed with all of like the folding elements, that gives a little bit for me. But I do completely agree. It's not as steampunk as I would have liked it to be. But honestly, this is my favorite thing Nearah's worn on the runway this season.
It's giving me more like paper mache, or not paper mache, but like a like she works in a printing press, you know, where like my mom used to work at a press, and it was like where they fold the you know, that machine that folds the programs and things, and that's what it's giving me. Like that roofy thing is like just fold it. It's giving me like she's working at a printing press, but like in a really sexy printing press. I don't know, but I do get
press
that.
those papers. Yeah, let me press that paper, baby.
Press it down. But yeah, I do.
Wow, press it down.
But it's so good. It's cute. I think the same thing that you said with Aimee, Yonce. Not enough. It needs to be a little bit more. Like Nearah Nuff. That wasn't near enough. It needed.
Like
more.
I always say, she really is almost there every time. Except
almost there.
She's not near enough. She's just about.
Almost.
Exactly.
There.
She's like just about.
Just about there. Mm-hmm.
God, but it's like I like the look. You know what? I'm. You know how we have, is it fashion or is she skinny?
Mm-hmm.
It's giving. Is it 1800s fashion or is it steampunk?
Very
not.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I feel like a lot of this is, and I feel like steampunk is kind of like a precursor to retrofuturism. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
like
absolutely.
I imagine a dystopian society when I think steampunk, or like a society that has these crazy, wild inventions, and you see all these things, and that's what I wanted to see. And I feel like a lot of these people aren't giving me that, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Scores.
I'm gonna give it an 85 because it's a well-constructed garment, and it's around the same as the other two.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my 89. Like I said, it's about the same as her and Aimee.
I'm actually gonna match your 85. Don.
Work.
Melinda Verga.
No, this
So
is
So here's the difficulty for me. This is the best thing she's worn on the runway this season.
Yes.
Yes.
But for me, it's still not enough steampunk. Like that.
No,
I
yes.
like the hat. I will say the hat brings it in, but this just gives me Victorian more than it does steampunk.
Anything else.
Like if she had like an eyepiece and like something silver, but it's the best thing she worn and she looks incredible in it.
I know. It's like she's giving, this is Mother Melinda. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, this is Mother Melinda.
Yep.
And I stand her for that. But at the same time, I'm just like, I want steampunk. This hurts me to say this about Mother Melinda right now. But I will say her mug today is the best her mug has ever looked.
Thank God.
Like in this. Like, because I've been saying how, for some reason, for her complexion, she's using a lot of cool tone products. She's finally using some warmer tones. Her face finally looks like the color it's not supposed to be, but it's like that's the color.
Natural.
Like, it looks natural. It doesn't look like she over highlighted.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I agree. It's the best thing she's worn, but I still want more. I want more steampunk. Like, I want you to hit the theme. But it's still good. It's a good look. If this was any other theme, I'll be like praising it. Like, yes, mother, work, queen, did it. Lay the house down with the boots. But because it's not the theme, I'm just like, oh, well, it's cute.
Is it Victorian fashion or is it steampunk? We
Yeah,
asked the question.
Victorian fashion.
It's Victorian fashion for sure.
Victorian fashion.
But yep.
Yeah.
Mm.
Scores.
85.
85.
Every time it's hitting, but it's not right.
Because she doesn't have any element of steampunk, I'm gonna have to go to 85.
Other than the hat and the goggles.
Yeah. And you can't even see those goggles with that hat. It's too matchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her an 87.
Okay.
I'll go a little bit above because I actually really like the garment. So.
I do too.
Me too. Oh, shoot.
Back to actual steampunk.
Shoot.
Next up, Aurora Matrix.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Matrix. You know what? This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. Mama, this is how them ants were feeling. This is giving spider, steampunk, like almost like Doc Ock in a way. I love the radioactive fluid coming out of the hair. I love, this is the time when I would say, like, this is the time to wear a pencil dress.
Absolutely.
Or, like, this corset, like the detailing. Mama, this is Victorian fashion and steampunk. It hits both marks. When I look at this, I see steampunk. When I look at that corset, I say that's a steampunk corset. When I look at that skirt, steampunk skirt. Those are some steampunky shoes. That's a steampunky 6-pack of arms you got back there. That's some steampunky hair. Everything about it. It's steampunk. No, and even like the detailing of having the Black Widow symbol on the necklace, like everything about this is a literal steampunk perfection. Yeah. She did what needed to be done.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the tweet. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even down to the red lip.
That's it. She did that. Ugh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Logan, I feel like you're about to say something controversial yet brave.
Oh, no, I love this.
Oh, okay.
No, I was looking up who made it because I was actually really curious. This was made by Connor McCalden, who is part of the salon crew for Call Me Mother.
Oh, interesting.
Because I was like, it had to be someone that was like really incredible. And
yeah.
So that's that. But no, this is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Scores.
Yeah, I wish I knew how to sew.
Too.
Absolutely.
Condola.
Absolutely, I agree with you on that.
And
yep.
I'm just gonna give her a full.
This is my favorite look of the night. So
valid. This is my third favorite.
Work.
Luna DuBois. Not pictured that ass though.
That.
I was gonna say we go talk about that ass. Mama, her skin is oiled up.
Finally, like this is what I've wanted from Luna the whole fucking season.
Mm-hmm.
I love this.
It's the category.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Phantom of the Opera masks happened. I don't know, like
I don't really care.
I'm not mad.
I don't really care, if I'm being honest.
I'm just like it's like if I had a nickel for every time there was a steampunk runway and somebody came in a half Phantom of the Opera mask, I'd have 2 nickels. But it's weird that it happened twice.
Exactly.
But no, I love everything about this. I think that this is like you said, this is what I've wanted to see from Luna. Like I've critiqued the fact that I want to see who Luna is. And when I think of Luna DuBois, I think of her promo and I think of this. Because I think of glistening skin. I think of just like thickening body, hitting the category, but still making it her own and still making it fashion. And that's what I appreciate about this with Luna. Very like her.
It's what I love with that I said about Denim. Like it shows who she is. She's giving the theme, but she's still who she is. That's what Luna's doing. She's hitting the theme, but she's still giving us Luna. She's very fashion. This is the fashion side of steampunk, because I'm sure in the steampunk era there was some girlies out there who was like, I mean, this is the era, but I'm gonna be fashion about it. I'm gonna be cute about it. I'm gonna do something different with it. And she's serving us fashion on the runway, honey.
Oh, I wasn't.
I'm serving fashion tonight on the runway.
I'm serving fashion tonight on the runway.
Fashion tonight on the runway.
She's doing it, and I love it. And yes, skin popping like she's oiled to the bars, and that when she turned around and was like, and then see all of Miss Luna DuBois, we was like, yes, cake. I was here for it.
I will get to her ass when we get to the lip sync. Give me one, like when we get there.
Yes,
of course.
I want to go into detail at that time.
Okay.
Of course.
I'm gonna give this a full.
I too will give it a full.
Condola.
Period.
It's like, it's so good though. Like it's so stupidly good. Oh, it's so stupid. It's so good. And last up, Venus.
She's skinny. It's not fashion.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I love Venus.
Love her.
Love pink. Love Venus. But I am tired of seeing her damn waist. Tired of it. But it is giving steampunk, and I will give her credit there. For the challenge, this works. This is dystopian steampunk. This is if the Hunger Games was set in a steampunk timeline, and I live for it.
Yeah.
But I'm tired of seeing her damn waist.
Yeah, we need to see something different from Venus. It's great. It's hitting the theme, but it's like the same outfit in just different theme forms. Like, okay, we put some gloves on it, and we put these boots on it, and we put this mask on it, but it's still a bra top and some kind of bottom. It's always a two-piece. It's always a two-piece. So I'm like, girl, I'm gonna need you to see what else you can do. Does it fit the theme? Yes. Does it look good? Yes. But like you said, it's skinny. It's because she's skinny, and it works, and it looks good because she's skinny. It's not the 3 weeks outfit.
In a row.
Yep.
3 weeks in a row where we've seen her in a two-piece.
Yep.
And every time they've hit the theme, but it's like sunglasses on her boobs. Yep. And then it's steampunk, but I'm showing off my body steampunk. Like I'm a sexy video game character steampunk, you know?
This reminded me of my second favorite read from the reading challenge where Kitten Kaboodle goes, Venus, the only thing curvy about her is her penis.
Oh. Somebody told her to turn to the side, and now she's gone. I was Aimee.
Yeah, I was like, I think that was Kiki.
I thought it
That
was
was
Aimee.
Denim, I think.
Oh,
I thought it was Aimee. Well, I guess
one of us may or may not be correct. Who knows?
Who
No,
knows?
I definitely agree. This is the new bra and panty.
Yep.
It's bra and a bottom. Like
Bottom.
that's just what it is. I want to see something different from Venus, but I do still think this is a very effective garment for the category.
Yep.
So,
Period.
scores.
I can't not. It fits the theme, but I'm gonna give it a 95.
I'm gonna give it the 89.
I'm gonna give it a 96.
Oh, you always have to one-up me, don't you?
No. No, because all of my scores have been at least 2 points higher than yours this entire episode, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to the runway. We find out that our top 3 of the week are Venus, Melinda, and Kitten Kaboodle.
I would have changed Venus, but okay.
Yeah. Not for that joke.
I mean, but Snatch Game, because if we're doing both, okay, yeah, never mind.
I would have had Melinda, Venus, and I do agree with you both from earlier. I would have had Denim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had Aimee, Denim, and Nearah safe. Our winner, Mother Melinda.
Mother Verga. She's out
Mother Verga. And you know what that is?
Deserve.
Deserve.
Deserved. And we find out that our bottom 3 is Kiki, Aurora, and Luna. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were no other options to be had.
No, not
despite all 3 of them giving very good runway looks. Like there was no other scenario that was going to happen, unfortunately. But we go back to compared to last week, a pretty tame Untucked.
Here was what I was like. I was like, why are we wasting our time? Because we all knew that Melinda was going to get that beaver to Kiki, because it would have been.
They all knew.
They all knew she was going to give it to Kiki. And now Kiki, like, don't feel obligated. Absolutely feel obligated. Girl, I saved you. You saved me. Period. That's what we do. That's what I would have said.
But she's giving the pageant answer to make sure that everybody knows there's no alliance. And I honestly don't even think there really is an alliance there. I think
it is an alliance, and I think it's not an alliance like.
I think it's like they're friends, not like they're an alliance.
I mean, but I also think it's the Asian queens coming together, saying we're looking out for each other, and we're not going after each other.
Yeah, and they're both Filipinas, so I see that.
Yes, and that is okay. I'm very much down for that. I'm like, Bird,
in this kind of game, especially
you need that
color, do what you need to do. Like
you
I
have
support
to, and you need. That's why I was like, Aimee, girl, you need to be on this. Work with Luna, but anyway, that won't work. But I was like, but yeah, I mean, it made sense to me, and I was like, yeah.
See, I looked at this bottom 3, and I was like, God damn it, the Snatch Game curse of Asian queens going home on Snatch Game is going to come true again. And I was just like,
no, that's okay.
No.
Like people just step up and take their place. It's okay. It's okay.
No,
it's like
it's always a person of color. It's okay.
To me, like, I don't even think Luna was in consideration for the beaver. I think for me, Aurora would have been like, if I were to choose one to save, if I was in that situation, I would have chosen Aurora because she hasn't even landed in the bottom and hasn't even used the beaver. So it's like that, in my opinion, would have been my choice for choosing Aurora. But at the same time, Kiki saved Melinda.
Yeah.
This is Melinda repaying.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what I think would have been the right move for me if I was them. Like, girl, she paid you. She saved your whole life. When you were talking about going home, she saved your whole life. Yeah. So, could you have imagined Melinda being in that lip sync last week in the headspace that she was in?
She would have gone home.
She would have gone home. She would have gone home.
Because she would have been probably against Aimee.
Yeah. Aimee would have ate her down.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think because of the headspace, and not because I don't think Melinda's a good performer, because she probably is a very good performer, but because of the headspace that she was in, she was already defeated in her mind. She would have got on that stage, and that attitude would have came out. Either it would have came out and it would have shined, or it would have came out and she would have proved everybody wrong. So
exactly. I think for very similar reasons, Dawn, I would agree with you. I personally think I would have saved Aurora. Looking just objectively at this challenge and this runway, I think the combination of that, I liked what Aurora gave in this episode, challenge and runway, considered more than I did Kiki or Luna, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah.
Because with Kiki, it's like, at least Aurora did too much.
Yeah.
Well, she's doing Aurora had the best runway.
She had the best runway, but she had the best concept, but she just didn't utilize the concept that she had. And then Luna's concept was okay, but she didn't do enough. And I think Kiki's concept was not even that great, and she didn't do that great.
The idea was there of doing like 3 packs a day, Elizabeth Taylor, but it just she didn't realize it as well as she needed to. But of course, Melinda was going to save Kiki.
Absolutely.
Am I mad that Melinda saved Kiki? No, because I love Kiki Coe. So like, I'm fine with it. But I'm not fine with it because our bottom 2 then is Aurora Matrix and Luna DuBois. Lip syncing to She's All I Want to Be by Tate McRae. I was like, a Tate McRae lip sync? Hello? And this was where I realized that Tate McRae was Canadian. I was not aware of that fact.
And here's where I realized.
She's very much so Canadian. She's very much so from Calgary.
So, remember how I said I was going to talk about Luna's ass?
Yeah. Please.
Why the fuck was she twerking to this sad song? There was a point where she literally was twerking, and I was like, girl, for this, like, I felt like they were both doing too much for me. Like, based on the song's lyrics, I think they did a good job performing. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But based on what the song is and what it is lyrically, I understand what or Luna were doing and why they were going so out, if that makes sense. There were more points of just feeling the song.
I love that you have that opinion because this is my favorite lip sync of the season.
No, it's a great lip sync. I want to be honest. The stunts, spectacular. Aurora hit every single beat, every single movement was there. Luna was doing fantastic. I just didn't understand why they were doing these movements to this song.
I think the thing is, A, they're both younger.
Yeah.
B, I think this is just how they lip sync, honestly, because we've now seen this 2 lip syncs from Luna doing these kind of, and I love the her fluidity of performance is something to be studied. Like, she is such a dynamic performer.
It's like the way that she is able to flow and how she's able to stop on beat so well. And the same with Aurora, but in a different way of like, she's able to do a fast movement and go boom, 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 without making it look flingy. And it's really easy to make everything look flingy. And Aurora did not do that.
I think Aurora did, to your point though, I think Aurora did have a couple of moments of just like taking in the moment, performing the song itself. But I think I really loved this lip sync. I thought they both did. I thought it was just enough. And I thought they both had a nice combination of performing the song, giving stunt, giving performance, giving face. I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought that they both took in the moments where they needed to, but I also think that they went to performing because you have to do something to make the judges go in order to stay. Like, you have to do something to make them go, whoa. And so it was like, I thought it was a good mix of performing, stunts, feeling the movement, feeling the song, taking the music in, the musicality of the song. I think both of them had more, like, I feel what you're saying, Don, because I feel like it was moments where it was too much, but then there was moments where they took it back in and was like, okay, that might have been too much. Because it was like you said, Aurora, pop, 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 And then she got back down and she was like, She felt that she got into the move, the groove. And Luna was like, got down, she pop. But then, you know, it was kind of
back band.
Like,
And I agree with you there, Lana, on the fact that you said like that you have to do movements and you have to do stunts and able to impress the judges. And I agree with that 100%. But I feel like Aurora could have taken out at least a quarter of the stunts she did and still won the lip sync.
I will agree with that.
You know, like she could have just served a little bit more for me, and then it would have been a top tier lip sync. If like it's like for Logan, Down Under season 2, the beginning, Queen Kong versus Beverly Hills. Like they didn't need to be doing it to that. You know what I mean?
Well, and I think the difficulty, and honestly, I would say that with both of those songs, like talking about that one as well, it's difficult to give a high energy performance to a mid-tempo song, and I thought they both did, and I find that very impressive personally.
Right.
Because I don't always love a mid-tempo lip sync. It's like you can take it one of two ways. There wasn't enough ballad in this to really just stand and deliver, just park and bark. But I felt like they both gave a very energetic performance to what could have been a very mid-tempo, like
right. Like I feel like they were just doing too much from the start. They should have saved a lot of that high energy for the mid to the end of the song, because Aurora was already blah 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 blah, like right at the beginning. And I was like, girl, if you just took all that out of the beginning and gave some more like face and gave some more energy, so that way we'll be able to get excited for when you're about to do these stunts. Because I remember I was watching.
I think she kind of like. I think for Aurora, as she's like you said, she did start off kind of blah 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 blah, and then she looked like, whoa, hold on, Luna is not giving that. Luna is giving us stop. So she was like, let me adjust a little bit, let me take it down. Still giving her stunts, but she reined it in towards the middle. I think at the beginning she was like, I think the adrenaline, like, okay, I'm lip syncing for my life. I gotta do it all. I gotta give everything I got. And then she was like, whoa, wait, this song ain't calling for that. Let me calm down. Breathe into the moment. Listen to the music. Listen to the groove.
Right.
And but honestly, I think they would go send Luna home regardless of what she did in this lip sync. Like, I don't think she could have gave the top tier of all top tiers of lip syncs, and they would have still sent her home because I think they were trying to send her home.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And they did.
Yeah.
I'm upset about it because I think Luna has brought a very regal energy to this season. It's going to be missed for sure. I want to see more. I want to see more. I
want to see her package. I hope she puts a package on Instagram as the season goes, because I want to see what she brought, because I'm sure it was going to give us some kind of like just amazingness, royalness, like beautifulness.
I'm trying to see if a girlfriend posted her.
I know Cece did.
Definitely not. Nah, girlfriend didn't post hers. It's okay. I was like, I hope girlfriend's been posting her things, but no. And so this whole damn episode, we got teased in the trailer for last week, the stop the music moment. And so the first time I watched the lip sync, I was like, when are we getting the stop the music moment?
Oh, did y'all not know it was during the let the music play?
I didn't know. I didn't realize that was that when it was.
Oh no, I knew it was start to let the music play, because in the background you can hear You Wear It Well.
Oh,
I always knew it was I was like, oh, they're doing it during the let the music play. Oh, something. I thought it was gonna be like a fierce delicious moment where, like, you know, they're walking off and somebody's like just being pissy. Like, I was sure, I was like, oh, they're about to send Melinda home. Like, I was sure, but no.
No, we find out that next week's Maxi Challenge is a lip sync smackdown, and 2 people are going home.
You gotta do something to make up for that double save.
Yeah.
Out of everybody here, who do we think is going to be the bottom 2?
Whew.
I'm a little worried for Aimee.
Okay.
Because I think Aimee is a good performer, but I think if she gets into the wrong if she gets a lip sync with like a more high energy performer, I think she could be out high energied in the way that she kind of was in her double save with Aimee. I'm a little nervous for
Kiki.
I was gonna say Denim as well.
Denim did good in her lip sync though against
Denim
Venus.
Fine, but not great.
Yeah.
But she was also very restricted by the garment she was in. So and that song was a choice for lip sync.
And they're gonna be bucking and kicking. You know, they're gonna be in their bucking and kicking fits.
Yeah.
So
Kiki, I know from Call Me Mother, Kiki is a very good performer.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not as worried for Kiki.
I think
I wonder for Mother. Is she good?
Melinda
Melinda
actually is a fantastic performer. I've seen some of her videos. She's kind of really good.
Great, good. See, like I don't know any of these queens before. Like I've never seen anything of their performances beforehand. So like I didn't even know Kiki was on Call Me Mother to let
she was a finalist on season 1.
See, if I would have known that, then I wouldn't have had any doubts. I don't know who I'm nervous now for. I don't know.
We'll see. I'm excited for it. I'm so thrilled. I love that Canada does it because Canada consistently just brings top tier lip syncs.
And usually we'd be mad at all the twists happening, right? But like how people were for UK3, I'm not mad at it.
I'm loving it. I think this season has the perfect combination of phenomenal cast, great twists, not too much twistiness, but it's keeping it on our toes. We are anticipating every week, and the cast is bringing old school Drag Race drama in the best way. So
1000%.
I do have a draft update before we leave today.
Sure.
Poor Anissa is in last place.
Well,
with 28 points. Anissa now currently stands with only Kiki Coe, having lost Luna this week. Dawn is still holding strong in third place with a duo of Jennifer Coolidge's.
Not you get Nearah and Kitty.
Yeah. Nearah and Kitten.
Love that for
and
you.
Currently has 34.5 points.
Yeah. It is like BFF necklace VIP guest list.
VIP guest list. We're coming on through.
For you.
For you. Aimee is currently sitting in second with 50 points, and I'm currently leading the draft with 51.5 points. With my iconic team of iconic people being iconic.
Slay.
I'm very glad I drafted Mother Melinda.
Melinda.
Who else you got?
I have Melinda, Aurora, and Venus.
That's
a
a good one.
Yeah, no wonder you're in the lead.
Oh, absolutely. That's a good one.
And then,
you have the only
Aimee,
3 challenge winners outside of Kitten.
No, there have been 5 challenge winners. Every challenge has been a different winner.
Who else won?
Aurora, Venus, Melinda, Kiki, and
Denim.
Kiki.
No, Denim doesn't have a win.
She just read the reading challenge.
But she doesn't have a challenge win.
Oh, you talk about Maxi challenge wins.
She has not won a Maxi challenge.
We are not losing with Duka Ing in here.
I was putting in all the challenges. I feel like every challenge is a challenge.
Today,
every challenge is a win.
No, and it's a gag that Denim doesn't have a Maxi challenge win yet.
It feels like she does because of episode 1.
I feel like she should.
She's been basically in the top every week. Like that's the thing. But, but yeah, that is that. I'm so excited to talk about the lip sync tournament next week. I think these girls are going to bring it in every possible way. I'm excited to see what the formatting is. And we're excited to see what comes next on our last 4 episodes of Canada's Drag Race. So, with that being said, thank you so much for joining us for our review of episode 5 of Canada's Drag Race 4. We'll be back next week, same time, same place, probably a different group of fabulous humans to talk about this fabulous season of television. In the meantime, make sure to subscribe if you have not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. We've got 2 other channels as well, reality TV and Eurovision content, so make sure to go check those out as well. Follow our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for all of our most up-to-date updates. You can also follow the three of us on our socials down below. If you are in the Central Florida area, book Dawn at a show. Damn it. Thank you. And follow Lana on Instagram. And if you somehow find my Instagram, which several people have, feel free to follow me there too. But all I post is food.
You do only post food.
I only post food.
Come on, hello, Logan from the other side.
Hey. And if you scroll a little bit further down in the description, you could go get our merch, including but not limited to cup, mug. More merch on the way. From what I've been told by our resident merch diva. With all that being said, cheers.
Cheers.
Are you now the resident evil merch diva?
Sure.
Ooh, come on, resident merch.
Our merch is evil, but it's also
President merch. She said president merch.